Touristy, dirty, crowded, especially at night. That's what I hear about the Roman neighborhood of Trastevere. But 3 years ago, this place taught me how to travel differently, how to enjoy more, how to taste more, how to experience more. So today, I'm back to rediscover why I love this place and prove that I'm not just another tourist who fell for it. Because to me, the fact that you have to cross a river to get here, that's the first reason to love Trastevere. It's like you're leaving one version of Rome behind and stepping into another. I start before sunrise at Caffe Trastevere. The smell of fresh pastries and coffee pulls me into this sea of locals. They come in waves, filling this place with nothing but Italian. I happily sit and enjoy the show with a warm, freshly baked cornetto filled with pistachio cream. If you really want to know this place, all you have to do is sit here. Let it wash over you. Let it soak in. Outside, the streets are still quiet. The kind of quiet that makes you slow down without thinking about it. I love the raw grit of this place. Even the graffiti feels more creative, more intentional. Like it's not just about tagging the place, but trying to become a part of it. I know I'm just a foreigner trying to feel at home here, but that is a very common story in this place. For thousands of years, Trastevere has had a reputation. It's always been a little rough, but somehow it never fails to welcome people who don't quite fit in somewhere else. Maybe that's why it speaks to me. But then I walk straight into what people warn you about. Piazza Santa Maria is a magnet that pulls everyone in. Tourists, locals, students, everybody ends up here eventually. I grab a snack at Suppli, Roma, a place famous for these Roman rice balls. But today, I get an old favorite to eat by the fountain. Pizza bianca. So good, it doesn't need any dressing up. Sort of like Trastevere. Yes, you can hear plenty of English around. You can feel that outsider, touristy energy. And for a second, I think, maybe they're right about this place. But then I realized something. Just sitting here, you become part of the deep history of this place. And at the Basilica of Santa Maria, that history starts before you even walk inside. These are ancient tombstones that tell the story of local people that lived here centuries ago. Like this dedication to a 5th century minister of the early Christian church, or this one to a freedman's wife in the 2nd century. It says they lived together for 45 years without complaint or quarrel. And here's one for young Maximinus, who was just 9 years old when he died. This is not just some tourist stop. These stones remember real people that lived here. And while it may seem odd today to use tombstones as building material, when you put your hands on these walls, you are reaching out to generations of local people who maybe love this place as much as I do. Unfortunately, as midday rolls around, jet lag hits me hard. I need a bit of that sugar and caffeine that fuels this country. Caffe Fralema may not look like much, but it gives me an inspiring new experience. Raviola. Not to be confused with its pasta cousin ravioli. This fried dough pastry has a warm ricotta filling, like a delicious, sweet, crunchy pillow of cheese. There's not a tourist in sight as I enjoy just sitting and sipping espresso, watching local people pass me by. This is a lesson I remember well from 3 years ago. Instead of caffeine and sugar being used as a way to fuel the next task, it's a chance to stop and take this place in. For a productivity-obsessed American like me, that concept doesn't make a lot of sense. But there's a lot of things in Trastevere that don't make sense at first glance. Like these seemingly misplaced curbs. Far from accidental in the 19th century, these street barriers were used to block anything but foot traffic from entering these streets. A not-so-gentle reminder that Trastevere is meant to be walked, not driven. It's part of the way of life here. Walk slower, notice more, let the place teach you, instead of just checking it off your list. This wall asks an important question, basically translated as, what makes you think this wall is ready to be written on? Trastevere doesn't invite you here so you can label it. You need to experience it first before you can write about it. And at Capo de Fero, I revisit another memorable experience. This place is beyond old school, surrounded by scenes of Trastevere and younger versions of the waiters still working here today. It's a different kind of history, but one that can be depended on. Things remain constant here, like roasted vegetables, still sweet and smoky, and a Roman classic, cacio e pepe. The comforting dose of cheese and pepper reminds me that 3 years ago, I wasn't someone that was comfortable sitting and enjoying a meal in a restaurant. It was my first experience here that changed me. Maybe it's because without pushing, this place gently nudges you into an easier way of being. Like this roasted lamb, this place keeps it real simple, and in turn, makes you a little more real in the process. A slice of torta della nonna closes out this food reunion. It's the same refreshing, gooey, lemony goodness between a cakey outside, but something's missing. Gelato. While typical tourists may stop at places with fluffy gelati melting and freezing again in a window, Fior di Luna does it right. Like a special secret, they keep their ice cream hidden away in the deep cold, just waiting to bookend the flavors that started my day with a double dose of gelato al pistacchio. Not too sweet, with a creamy cookie texture that doesn't last long. But something worries me as it gets late here in Trastevere. Is this the part of the story where tourists descend like locusts, snatching away everything I've rediscovered here today? Nope. Trastevere's got me covered. As any remaining tourists get washed away, Trastevere's true beauty is revealed. It reminds me, places don't have to be their reputations. The true value of any travel destination can only be measured by your own experience. For me, this place is comforting, stabilizing, a refuge from a productivity-obsessed life. Just knowing that this place exists somewhere in the world keeps me a little more grounded when I'm thousands of miles away. And the lessons I learned here 3 years ago are still layered in these cobblestone streets. Don't just check sites off a list. Slow down, allow a place in. Don't just eat. Enjoy the experience of eating in this special place. Don't just learn historical facts. Become part of the place's history. And the greatest lesson from Trastevere? Don't let anybody label something you love as bad or not authentic. Your connection with a place is what makes it genuine, even if you're the only one who knows it. So yeah, Trastevere can get touristy, but if you come at the right time and you let it speak to you instead of judging it, you might find your own version worth coming back for. But revisiting a place is never like your first time. That's what I found out on New Year's Eve here 3 years ago.